Justine.
Hi, Heather.
What is happening today?
Apparently, we're trying to record a podcast.
Oh yeah, it's episode 5 today of the Yarncantations podcast.
You want to record it, right?
Yeah, let's. I mean,
Here we are.
well.
I do have stuff to show you.
I have stuff to show you too.
Yay!
Great.
All right. Well, this is Yarncantations, the podcast. And if you were looking for a different podcast, don't. This is where you should be. It's the best one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I am Heather, owner of Heathered Yarn Co. You can find me everywhere online at Heathered Yarn Co.
And I'm Justine of Justine Chanel Designs, and you can find me everywhere at Justine Chanel.
And then Yarncantations has a YouTube podcast episode.
That's where you are.
And we have an Instagram and a Facebook, also at Yarncantations.
Yep. So follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Do you want to? Because I have. All right. So I have an F.O.
Okay.
I have WIPs, and I have a stashquisition.
I have all this stuff too.
All that stuff too. What do you want to start with?
I don't.
Oh, you know what I want to start with? What are you wearing? Because I think we both have really cool jewelry today.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing my earrings.
Those are really,
These
really
are
cool.
made by a local artist named Soel. She is at Blue Bowery. She made these beautiful amethyst.
I love the wire
earrings.
wrapping. That's
Yes.
so cool.
Yeah, it's really pretty. So yeah, find her on Instagram at Blue Bowery. Beautiful, beautiful jewelry.
Is it mostly crystal stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. I love
It's a lot of
crystal
crystals and brass, and it's very cool.
stuff.
Yeah, so I got that. And I am wearing a Sylvia McFadden shawl.
I love Sylvia McFadden.
This is the Elder
love her.
Tree shawl.
So good.
And it has like this really pretty lace. I knitted this years and years and years ago.
It's so pretty.
I'll probably tell you later on today why I'm wearing it.
Mm.
And I have a shawl cuff from A Needle Runs Through It.
I love shawl cuffs.
Too.
I need more of them in my
Yeah.
life. I feel like I have a couple shawls that are almost like that size, like shawlette size, that I want to wear a
I
cuff
love
with.
shawlettes. We need to bring back the shawlettes.
Okay, done.
One skein, little lacy things.
Yep.
So pretty and
Like
so
the
fast.
Follow Your Arrow shawl.
Oh, what is that?
Just a little pattern I may or may not have designed.
Yes, the one skein shawl.
The one skein shawl.
Bring it back.
I don't think it's a one skein shawl, but speaking of Sylvia McFadden, you wearing that, I want to cast on her Waiting for Rain shawl. I have the pattern, I have the yarn, it's just sitting in my stash,
Yes.
waiting for me.
Well,
So we'll get right on that.
what
next.
is another thing that's really cool about that pattern is that she like invented a technique with that pattern.
She did?
Is the short row lace.
Mm.
Sorry, I can't
She's-
remember what it's called, but it's a whole new technique that she
Cool.
invented in that pattern.
She's always inventing cool stuff.
Yes.
She's at Soft Sweater, by the way,
Mhm.
if you want to look her up.
Did you ever listen to her podcast? She had a podcast like
I
10
didn't
years
know
ago. It was
that.
an audio podcast, her and a friend of hers, and it was called Knitter Punks.
I'm going to have to go listen.
It was
That's
fun.
really
I think
cool.
it was only like a 10 episode
Yeah, like a little...
thing. I wished they would have kept it because that was the first like audio yarn podcast I ever listened to. It was pretty fun.
Cool.
And I think they have an Instagram page too at Knitter Punks.
All right, we're going to bring back Knitter Punks, and we're going to bring back Shawlettes, and we're going to bring back Sport Weight yarn.
Okay.
Going to convert you. Watch,
Great.
watch
Okay.
it happen.
All right, what do you have on
So
today?
I am wearing, so this shirt is, so I don't think the brand exists anymore, but it's from a San Francisco maker. And I got it in downtown Nevada City, and I love it. And I'm wearing a bunch of Hawk House stuff. So I've got
Okay.
my Hawk House moon. I've got my new Hawk House ring, it's opal. And then I'm wearing, this is like from a road trip at some point, but it's white turquoise, which I've never seen before, and I love.
Show them. Beautiful.
Ta-da! And then my shell ring from Australia, and that's it. That's what I've got.
Great.
And I'll probably wear my F.O. once I show it to you.
I'm excited. I have no idea what it is.
No idea at all?
Well, I
Do you want to see it?
may have
Are you
an
ready?
inkling. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Start with F.O.s.
All right, here we go. So
That is your F.O.?
Wait, you haven't seen it yet. It's off camera. It doesn't count.
That's not what I thought it was going to be.
Really? Ta-da! The Libby
Oh
Shawl
my
is complete. Wait,
God.
let me show you the right side.
Yeah, let's see the right side, Justine.
Look at how cool that is.
It's so beautiful.
I know, and it's not a shawlette. This is a big old shawl.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so pretty.
Isn't that cool? So I use Spun Right Round in Hellbent. That's the gray with speckles, and then the purple is from Totally Red Yarn on her sock base, which I love.
Hey, Jess.
And it turned out really, really cool. And all I have to do, so I blocked it before weaving in the ends, which I don't always do that. I'm not sure if there's an advantage.
Some patterns call for you to weave in the ends after blocking.
Oh,
I've seen that. I saw that on something recently.
Well, it wasn't necessarily called for, but I will be doing the ends later, whatever.
I love it.
Isn't it beautiful?
God, the Hellbent is so pretty too.
So this is Livy by Tammy Gore.
And that was from the Heathered Yarn Co. Spring knit along, correct?
That's right. I finished just in time.
I love it.
But this was, I don't know, just like satisfying to knit. Really satisfying to knit. So it's asymmetrical, and you cast on over here with your one color, and then you start to bring in the other color. Is there any
purling on this?
I don't think so.
Nice.
No, I don't think so. I think the yarn over rows are all garter on the other side. Yeah, and I mean, I know it's the wrong side, but I love how garter stripes look on the wrong side. Looks really cool. So yeah, I love these two together. And I might need your help styling it with the fringe. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think?
It's beautiful.
In the words of Stephen West, now I'm wearing a shawl.
Now you're wearing a shawl.
Yes. Super happy about this. Super excited. One thing, not that I really want to do it, but I think it would be cool to do an I-cord edge.
Oh, like just pick up and do I-cord?
Yeah. Also in the words of Stephen West. So I might do that one day. For now, though, I'm going to just weave in the ends and rock it as is. But I think it could look really cool along this edge.
I think you need to maybe knit a Stephen West shawl.
I mean, I do also have yarn and the pattern for Rockefeller, Chevy, and one other one I'm forgetting now. Oh shoot, it's like a little Hecla, the little sweater. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Hecla. But yeah, I have plenty of Stephen West patterns ready to go in my stash apparently. So next. But yeah.
Great.
Oh, I love wearing asymmetrical shawls.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting shape.
Yeah, that's a cool shape.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it.
So that's my F.O. I only have one for this week. How
Me
about
too.
you?
I only have one F.O. And it's the Flicker and Flame beanie.
It's so cute.
Designed by Andrea Mowry.
It turned out beautiful.
And I knitted it with some of my hand spun and some Rios.
That pink
and
color.
I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm a little sad I didn't use more contrasting colors, but it knitted up so fast I might do another one.
But I like it though.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit, it gives it like a softer, subtle effect that I like.
It looks really cute on. My hair is in a ponytail, so I'm not going to put it on right now.
But I can see what you mean, like you want, because like the flame pattern is very striking, but this is still really pretty.
Yeah.
And this gray, it's not quite showing up on the camera, but this gray has this beautiful pink undertone. So these colors actually, they're singing together, Heather.
Thanks.
I like it. Yay,
Great.
another F.O. So this is for you, right?
It's for the shop.
So for you.
Everything is for the shop.
When it's wintertime, though, if you can just wear the samples, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you're chilly.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks.
Yeah, your hand spun looks so cool.
It's fun. It's like thick and thin, and it kind of makes a neat texture that I'm into. Like the texture with the color work. It's kind of fun.
It is really cool. Nice.
You got any whips?
I got some whips. I do have some whips. Let's start with, so this one's been on the podcast before, I think last time I had cast them on. So I just wanted to provide a little update on how they're going. So these are the heavily modified Tuku Socks, Tuku Honey, excuse me, by Andrea Mowry. And they've got this beautiful cable and a little bit of garter, like a panel of garter down the front. So but pretty. Instead, so she does reverse stockinette stitch around the whole thing, but I wanted to do stockinette around the whole thing. So I'm just doing knit stitch, but my little socks, they're growing. So I think when I showed them before, I had finished the toe, and now I've started the foot. But it's just a nice, like, slow in between kind of project. And I love this yarn, so I'm using Earl Grey fiber gunpowder sock, and it's got yak in it, which is delicious. And I love it so much. But I used a little bit of darning thread in the toe, so the toe looks like slightly marled. And then now you can really start to see the color.
It's so pretty. I
love them. They're so good. So these are for Dano. He doesn't know it yet. Dano, if you're watching, you didn't see this.
Yeah, Steve, if you're watching, you didn't see it either.
They'll be ready for a while. They'll be ready in like 2023 probably. So don't get too excited. But I'm loving them. I really am. They're really fun. It's just like relaxing to do all that just even stockinette, and then when you get to the cable, it's just a little tiny like one single cable. So I'm doing it without a cable needle, which makes it faster. Yeah. And then this garter, just like, it's just a little bit of extra.
I love that little garter in the center.
I know.
It's very cute.
Yeah. Not that Dano's gonna like care one way or the other. Any socks are good socks, but it's fun for me to knit. Like as the knitter, it's fun to have a little bit of extra interest. But yeah. So there we go. So that's my first whip. Well, do you have some whips?
Well, I have a whip here in this cute needle runs through it bag.
Oh yeah, look at our needle runs through it bags. Oh hey.
We both have them.
This is the perfect shape and size for a sock, by the way. This like little rectangular boxy one.
Well, I have a pretty.
It's so cute with the alpacas.
So this is a sock whip.
You have socks too?
I have a hoe. A half finished object.
Is that what that stands for?
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are just some shorty socks. One day I will write the pattern out. It's kind of
this is from you?
Well, it's my 5 favorite vanilla sock patterns put together.
Oh,
you know, like
you need to like write out the recipe.
I've written it out for customers before, just because like I really like the heel of this one and I really like the toe of this one, but I like the cut, you know.
Yeah.
So this is my yarn. This colorway is called Beauty and Chaos.
It's so good. Pink and brown.
Right?
Yeah.
I love it.
So good. Chef's kiss.
And then these I'm knitting on 12-inch circulars.
So not
do one at a time.
Not toe up 2 at a time.
Excuse me. No, we don't do that when we're me.
It's the only way.
And I just turn the heel on the other sock.
This yarn looks, wait, we have to hold up the yarn next to the sock because I think it's so cool to see.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. Neat.
And sock yarn is so much fun to dye because you never know
like what kind of pattern it's gonna make.
Yeah. Especially in socks because it kind of is striping in a very cool way here.
Yeah, it's definitely making it a little stripey.
It's very fun.
I love how bright this pink is too. Yes. And there's a little bit of purpley speckles in there.
Yeah, I love it. All the stuff in it. So I just thought I would show that one since I also have a sock.
Yeah. How'd you know I was bringing socks?
I just don't know.
We don't tell each other, by the way. We keep everything a secret and we surprise each other. So I love it, Heather.
Yeah. Do you have any other whips?
I have one more.
Okay.
And I thought I would bring it because I started it today.
What? It's a new cast on too?
A brand new cast on. I started it today. So I've got it in this is my Atelier Truckee bag.
Such a cool
I know, a really cool logo.
Bag.
And so this is the Western Slope Beanie, and I just started it, and I'm making it out of Sierra Rose Alpaca's naturally dyed yarn.
So pretty.
So it's like really a brand new cast on. Look at that. It's a little baby cast on. I think that counts as an inch or so.
Yeah.
And so this is just the brimming, so you can see how the ribbing is starting to come together. And the dye that they use, this is Yellow Cosmos, which isn't that cool? So it creates this like all these beautiful golds together, which I love. And I'm using, because I figured it was appropriate for the Golden State,
there you go.
to use my California stitch marker from Katrinkles. Yeah. So I just started this today, and it's just going to be a little Western Slope beanie out of this Sierra Rose Alpaca's yarn. So this is actually their alpaca wool blend, and it's really, I know, it has a lovely, so nice, delicious texture.
Yes.
And it's not super wash or anything, so it has that like nice structure to it that, I don't know, I think looks really cool in cables.
Yes.
Like cables absolutely, like stand out in this kind of yarn. So yeah, isn't it neat? Again, to see what it looks like as a cake, and then to see what it looks like as it's getting worked up.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my other WIP, and I just, not that I'm running low on WIPs, but I needed something that, like, not that this is totally mindless, but because it's just knit and purl and in the round and it's just easy. This is my like Zoom knitting.
Yeah, like a palette cleanser.
Yeah, too. Exactly, because I had so while I was having my coffee this morning, I'm looking at my calendar and I'm like, oh, I have a couple meetings today that are like kind of easy going, so I know I can like knit during them. So yeah, if anyone is watching, this is what I was doing during our meetings today.
Well,
but I don't know about you, but I like if I have to focus on something, some kind of mindless knitting actually helps my brain. So I like it. But that's why I cast that on today.
Great.
So yeah, brand new WIP.
Okay, so I don't know if I showed this or not last week. Have you?
I haven't seen this, but I've seen this project bag before.
Okay, yes. It's in my favorite Tanny Casey.
So good.
Project bag here. I cast on
oh, I love
the Pearl Ridge Cowl by Stephen West.
By Mr. Steven.
And this is actually a free pattern. I guess I have never knitted it before. I knew about, you know, the Boneyard is his classic basic shawl pattern.
I love this garter. Yeah, this is so good.
Yeah. So it's just like a ton of garter and then stockinette with little, you know, pearl breaks. So the Pearl Break Cowl by Stephen West. And I'm knitting this out of Rios. It'll be a 2-skein project. And this is the colorway. I think it's Candombe. Candombe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's
so
so
just
good.
like a fun, kind of like another little palette cleanser project. Yeah, it's so squishy.
Yeah, I love Rios. It's so good.
So I have that. And then, do you have any other WIPs or?
I have no other WIPs.
Okay.
I showed you all my WIPs.
I do have.
Do you have one more?
Yeah. So I have. This is a crochet whip, and I noticed we don't have our ouch.
Right.
Because if you don't know, it's an ongoing project, so I'm always working on it.
It's always a WIP.
It's always a WIP. It's just one of those projects. So
oh, look at that. That's so cool.
This is like a little market bag.
This is the bottom of it, right?
Yeah,
Not
that's
the flat
bottom. And yeah, it's circular.
I love
really
this
cute.
color.
It has some cool crochet stitches that I had never used before in it.
The scallop is really neat.
Yeah.
Or the shell stitch.
It's actually a
fan stitch.
A fan stitch. But yeah, I cannot remember who the designer is or what the pattern name is.
That's okay. It'll be in the show notes.
We'll put it in the show notes. And I do know that this can only be purchased on their Etsy page.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So this is, I'm marling 2 strands of fingering weight from the stash. You know, how we love to shop our stashes. So this was actually yeah, just ready and waiting. All caked up.
Even caked up?
And everything, yeah. And they were both things that got frogged.
Oh, okay.
So I know one of them was the lighter colorway is an oink color, oink pigments. Cool. And then the darker one is some of my first ever hand dyed.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and the light one was a frogged magpie tendency by Skenanigans. Which is a great pattern. I'll probably actually end up knitting it again at some point. I just wasn't loving that color for me.
Different yarn. Yeah. I love this gray though.
Yeah. I mean, and then my teal was frogged from an Andrea Mowry sweater that I was knitting, so
changed your mind. That's my one of my favorite things about yarn. It's reusable.
Yes.
Like if you're not happy with it or you change your mind or whatever, like you can use it for something else.
Yes. So then those projects died and
this one came to life. I like it. I like it.
I think it was
and we're holding it upside down because it's cute, but it'll be a little bag.
I think it'll be a fun gift project.
Yes, it's a good gift
because that'll work up really, really fast.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, the really long stitches are mostly triple crochets, which
See, I know a little bit about crochet. Good. Just a tiny bit, enough to fake it.
Yeah, well, you need that.
I love it.
Yarn shop, Justine.
Well, I don't work here, so.
Well,
news to you
and everyone else, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, can't wait for my first paycheck. I'm gonna spend it on yarn.
Well, there you go. You got some stashquisitions?
I do. Do you want to see what I got for myself? So
I would love nothing more.
As a designer, the nice perk of being a designer is you actually get to play with a lot of yarn, but the yarn is yarn support for the pattern, right? So
that's why you're always sneaking out of my shop with,
I'm always
filling your bags.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great.
So it's really usual when I buy something for myself that I'm not going to use for a design, it's going to be for me. So on Knit in Public, Worldwide Knit in Public Day, I got myself this beautiful skein of Spun Right Round, and this is the classic sock, and it's called Part Werewolf.
Such a good color.
And I have no plans for it. It's just gonna go into. And I'm so excited because look at all those. It's got purples and a little bit of blue and orange, lots of gray and black, of course. So yeah, I'm into it.
You got a lot of purple happening.
I sure
now.
do.
What's going on there?
I think you are having an influence.
I do love purple.
I know. So you love purple. I love purple too. I just don't have a lot of it. And I think because I have a hard time making decisions about yarn, and I have to say I agree. So
love purple.
So far so good with the purple stash.
I think Jay from Archaic Fibers actually helped us pick that purple.
Yes, he did. Jay was the final vote cast.
Yeah, my vote actually doesn't count. It was Jay.
So you and Jay are conspiring to get more purple in my life, which I'm not mad about. I'm not gonna lie.
Great.
There you go.
I love it.
So I'm excited about this one. I love it. I mean, look, it's speckle.
It's so fun.
It's so good.
Yeah, Renee's speckles are so.
Yeah.
That orange speckle on that periwinkle.
Oh, this part.
Yeah, it's so good.
I know.
So beautiful.
Good. I remember when you first ever got Spun Right Round. Yes. And when we worked at Ben Franklin, and we were all like, oh.
And we bought all of it.
I know.
It's one of those very often. So I'm excited to have it. I love it so much.
Me too. So I'm going to make sure this safely makes it back into my basket.
And then you can shop your stash at a later date for it.
I know. And as we confirmed with everyone last week, or a week or two ago, or whatever, the sock yarn in your stash doesn't count as stash. So
yeah, sock yarn doesn't count as stash. I don't know if that was here about that, or if it was.
Oh, was it Knit Night?
It might have been on the Emerald Bay, the cast-on party Zoom.
The make along. Yes,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Sock yarn doesn't count as stash, y'all.
Yeah. So your stash is probably way smaller than you think it is.
Yeah.
And that means you can buy more yarn. Or you should. You need to.
Obviously,
You need to buy more yarn. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the most recent stashquisition.
Okay,
The
cool.
only one I brought today. Do you have any?
I do have some.
I want to see.
And it's funny. Mine's also spun right round. My skeins are kind of coming apart. So this is, I know that in the past I've shown the crochet shawl that I'm designing for the yarn crawl for the, our shop special. It's going to be spun right round. It's going to be 10% off during the yarn crawl here at Heathered Yarn Co. September 16th through 19th, this year Nevada yarn crawl, if you don't know. Okay, so,
Heather didn't say anything about that. That was not an official announcement, right? Did you say something just now? I didn't hear you.
Okay, so I have Classic Sock, and I have the colorway Caterpillar, which is this like crazy green speckle.
It's the best.
And then Dusty Roses, which is this pink that has like little peachy bits, and gray and black.
I know.
Hey Renee, stop dyeing yarn for Justine and I specifically.
I know. Yeah, she definitely dyes with us in mind.
It's so beautiful. I love these colors so much, and Justine actually helped me put these two.
I sure did. Yeah,
together.
This is a Justine pick.
Yeah, so way to go, Justine.
I have good taste. Who knew?
Right?
This one is wild though.
Yeah.
Like
so fun.
But also
so fun.
Like all of that.
It's so good. The purple. Oh yes.
I like it.
You want to show them this one too? Because I don't think you could really see like the orangey bits in there.
I'm the Vanna White of the podcast.
Yay! Somebody's gonna be.
Yeah. So if the camera will focus, this orange section is so good. It might not focus. It doesn't always cooperate with us. But
you said to cover my face up.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you'll post pictures though, right? When you're working on your shawl.
Yes.
So
it's
keep an eye out
fun.
for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love these two together. This reminds me of like a beautiful flower garden. Yes. Right?
Yes. That's some fun stuff in that garden.
Definitely.
Garden. Do you have another stashquisition?
Did you want to make sure these safely get into your basket?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Please.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
These are mine. Thanks.
No more stashquisitions for me.
I think you have one more.
You think I do?
Yeah.
I do?
I got you a present.
What? Wait.
I don't want you to see who the package is from.
Okay. Wait, this is real right now? I have a stashquisition?
I might take it back. It's like one of those not stashquisitions. Okay. You cannot knit with this, but it is knitting related.
A notionquisitions? Okay, alright, so this
what is it?
I don't know. Is it a project bag? It's something fabric.
I don't know.
Okay, packaging ASMR for all of you packaging
hashtag
ASMR.
HYC crinkles
fans. Wait, let's get some extra. There
get
we go.
That out of there. I am so sorry. I don't know why she's like this.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes.
So, Lola Bean, I have never in my life made a Lola Bean update before everything is sold out.
I can't believe you got me this.
And
is this for real? Do you have one too?
Yeah, I do. So I made a Lola Bean update. I like happened to be on Instagram where Adela was. She like, I just posted. It's updated the website with. So I hopped
right
on
place, right time
immediately.
Yeah.
Within like 4 minutes of posting, so I was able to snag 2 shirts.
I'm like extra excited because I know she'll put stuff up and it's gone.
Yes.
There's like no chance. So I've actually never even attempted because I'm like,
it was 4
maybe
minutes.
One day.
Instagram post.
Like I think it's
was
more
4
likely.
minutes before I saw it. I was like, oh my god, I gotta go see if they have shirts for Justine. Because when COVID was like kind of new, Justine and I after work we would watch the Gigi Bean show.
That was
live on Instagram together.
That was such
like from our own houses, but we would like video chat and watch the Gigi Bean show together.
Just so everyone's clear, we're each either on, 2 devices are happening at the same time at our 2 houses.
Yes.
So one is streaming they're the Gigi Bean show, and the other device is us video chatting while we're watching it. Oh, that was like the best ever. And I think
are they still doing it?
I don't think they're still doing it like regularly, but I think all the episodes are on Lola Bean's IGTV.
Oh, cool.
And maybe Gigi's IGTV sometimes. Yeah. P.S. Shelby of the Shelby Book Club, Gigi's daughter, is starting a bookstore. So
yes, and she has
books and knitting and all that good stuff. Like, go support her. And oh my gosh, so this is the Lola Bean right here.
Lola Bean. Lola Bean is the cutest thing in the freaking universe.
I love her so much.
She's the sweetest.
Thank you,
baby.
Adela, for making her and for making yarn.
Yes.
Thanks, Jimmy, too, I guess.
Yes.
This is.
Yeah.
I'm
so excited to get it.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
It just reminded me of last summer when it was so hot, and like after work I'd get home and we would have our what's our cider that we got
the Two Towns cider.
The Two Towns cider last summer. That was our thing, right? In a mason jar with the crushed ice. It was so good. So I was thinking of you.
I love it. It makes me so happy.
And I love that it's a black t-shirt.
Yes.
Because so many yarn shirts are white, and I just cannot. We need black shirts.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to wear this. Thank you so much.
Lola Bean. There you go.
But yeah, I think at this point, well, I either have to be on Instagram like you and get lucky, or I have to go to Amsterdam to go to Stephen and Penelope. Yes. I think that's more likely than making it for a shop update of Lola Bean yarn. Oh, so good. Oh, she just does the best stuff. I'm so happy. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah.
All right. Surprise. Well, noted. I'm gonna have to keep my eye out to surprise you, because that was a really good surprise
for your birthday, but I couldn't.
That's so long from now. So lots of time to plan.
So now you will have no birthday gifts.
Wow.
I said no gifts.
Okay, Bridger.
Yeah,
that's a great.
There you go.
So these are my stash. I just want to show everyone again. So these are my stashquisitions. This super cute shirt with Miss Lola Bean herself, and my spun right round. Do you want to show off yours one more time?
Okay.
So good. Yeah, look at this. The best. Best of the best.
There you go. Lots of spun right round. Lots of cute Lola Beans.
Yay! So good. All right, Heather.
So I have some new colorways.
Oh, I want to see.
I want to show.
I want to see.
So we had a bit of a week at my house. I got some bad news earlier in the week about a friend of ours, our friend Nan, who was in my knitting group for I think 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And the best knitter.
Yeah.
Nan was she passed away, and our friend Juliana, Nan's granddaughter, had contacted her to get a hold of me and to tell me in the knitting group that she had passed. And then I don't deal with stuff very well, so I immediately was like, I had got my up for the morning to dye yarn all day, and I got the news about Nan, and I decided oh my god, I was going to dye some yarn that Nan would have really liked all day.
Yeah.
So I dyed up some Nan colorways. Just remind me of Nan. Loved purple.
Yeah, speaking of purple.
Loved purple. Yeah, so I went to her memorial before I opened up the shop, so that's why I have this purple shawl on. I know Nan really liked it.
That's really sweet.
She really always liked this shawl and this colorway. We would buy the same colors all the time.
Yeah.
We're on.
I know. Nan.
Me and Nan. And my earrings. I got my purple amethyst earrings on too for Nan today. So.
I love it. I love it.
And Nan was like.
Well, I want to see your
the
Nan
sweetest.
colors.
And she was 91 years old, so she had the most tremendous life.
yeah, she
amazing,
really did.
amazing life. And, yeah, so it really affected me, you know, because I really loved her a lot, and everyone in my knitting group.
Right.
My knitting group has been going for so long, and
the
women in this group, I love them all so much.
Yeah.
And just hearing that news was really sad. I did see Nan twice since COVID happened. She did like a drive-by yarn help in her car. Like she sat in the car, and I like went outside. She like parked in front of the shop, and I like helped her with her knitting in the car. And then
she was so excited when you opened your store.
Man. Yeah, she's the best.
She's so funny too.
God, like the best.
And she was always like, if you were at all wondering if you should buy some yarn, she was like, "What are you talking about? Like, why is that a question?"
The question is how many. Like that's not. Yeah, Nan was definitely a yarn enabler.
For sure.
And she did to me too. Like that's the thing about selling yarn, like owning a yarn shop and selling yarn to people. You end up buying so much yarn because you see all the stuff that people put together.
Right.
And my God, I want that. I want to do something with that.
All that inspiration.
Yeah. I will just tell one really fast story about Nan. Like it'll be really quick, and she was so hilarious.
She was so funny.
She was so funny. She never lost that. God, she had all the stories. You're 91 years old.
And she wasn't afraid to like make fun of you either.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, she was
Nan,
like,
oh my God, yeah. Someone's like, I'm learning to knit, and I'm gonna knit like 3 sweaters by Christmas. And Nan was just like, yeah, good luck with that. And like someone walking by, and it was so funny. But
I love it.
I remember her husband Don he's a couple years older than her, and I remember her when Don turned 90. Nan's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm sleeping with a 90-year-old man.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
Funniest
the best
lady. Anyway, Nan had a big impact on me. She's an amazing knitter. She taught me a knitting technique that we have to do a video of.
Oh yes.
Do you know?
I think so.
There's a really good knitting technique that Nan taught me, and we'll definitely do a tutorial of it. A little Nan. We'll call it the Nan. I don't even know, a Nan technique. Anyway, so I dyed yarn the day that I found out about Nan's passing, and Nan loves purple, so the first colorway I did is called Nan Loves Purple.
Oh, Heather, it's
and
beautiful.
It's just all different shades of purple.
All the purple.
And there's purple speckles layered on top of all the purple.
That is a good one.
This is Nan Loves Purple.
I hope you have a lot of that, because that's...
I'll probably dye it again. Just
place your order in the comments. Because that's so good, Heather.
Yeah. And I have this colorway. I did it on DK and...
Oh, you did?
Fingering.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
There's that Nan Loves Purple.
Here.
And then
I might need to hold on to it for a little minute.
That, please?
I'll hold it.
So then this colorway, okay. Nan also loved teal.
Excellent taste. Excellent taste.
So this colorway, I call this Anonymous Club. It's a Courtney Burnett song. If you don't know Courtney Burnett, I love her. So this is like the purple, but teal's layered. Yeah. So,
good.
Yeah. This is Anonymous Club, is what that colorway is called. And then, that one I have also, I did it on Fingering Weight and DK. And then this color was like all Nan's favorite. The teal and the purple together.
And what are you calling this one?
This is called Crystal Hunting.
Oh, good colorway name.
The colors just remind me, like, I don't know. if you have ever been crystal hunting or if you have ever been crystal shopping, even when you're just buying crystals and you're looking for that perfect, like fluorite or something, you know.
Oh yeah, fluorite has all those colors, or it can have all those colors.
Yeah,
gorgeous,
so
Heather.
Those are the three my Nan colors that I dyed.
Such a sweet thing to do for her in her honor.
Nan loved yarn a lot. So.
She did.
I know I will be finishing at least one of her projects that she was unable to finish, if not more, you know.
I know.
I've done that. I've done it before, working in the yarn industry for so long. It's not the first time, but someone that I really loved has passed away. That was a knitter, and I have before finished projects for people, and Nan, super special lady.
Yeah, that'll be really nice. A nice thing to do.
Yeah, you gotta get those projects finished.
You can have like her project in your hands. That'll be sweet.
Yeah, it'll be
Heather,
nice.
I love these colors.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
My Nan colors.
Beautiful, beautiful work, Heather.
Yeah, I think she would have really liked all of them.
Yes,
she would have gotten all three of them.
Yes, in both weights, probably.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, should we try and knit 3 sweaters by Christmas?
Oh my God, good luck with that. Oh my God, she was so funny. She was so funny.
Sassy people are my people.
Sassy.
So,
yes,
yeah.
Big old sasser Nan. I did post photos of her with some of her projects on my Instagram and Facebook page today.
Yeah.
So if you want to see Nan, like the cutest. Oh my gosh.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, Heather,
So
thanks for sharing.
My Nan colors. Yeah.
I love it. All right, well, you better carefully put these in your basket before I acquire them somehow.
Yeah. But so that's what I got as far as yarn and projects and whips and hose. I had a hoe today. That was exciting.
You like that one? That was good. Nan would have liked that one.
Oh my God, Nan would have loved that. She'd be like, what the hell?
I always felt like extra funny around Nan because she would encourage the bad jokes. Yes. It was great. It was good.
Inappropriate. And loud. Because when you're in your 90s, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's the best. Oh my God. Okay. So I have, you got anything else?
I don't. Is it Coven questions time?
It's time for some Coven questions.
Coven questions. So, if you have any questions, by the way, drop them in our comments on our episodes, any post on Instagram, wherever you want to leave them.
And I think there will be an Instagram post asking for your Coven questions by the time this episode is up.
Yes.
It should be,
so just leave them for us. And then
we'll be asking for them on a post.
And it can be about, I mean, definitely yarn knitting related, but anything else that you want to know from us too.
Yeah. Do you want to know why Justine's hair looks so cute today and that messy side bun? Bottom bun.
Bottom side bun.
Love it.
Or something.
I love it. Adorable.
Inspired by a garbage can over here. That's the secret. It's just make it a mess.
Oh, I'm drinking kombucha, by the way. I know it looks like a giant medicine bottle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and it says
not
health aid on it.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Get that out of here. Not until they pay us, Heather.
Okay, I'll switch back to I also have some Witches brew tea.
Yeah,
I'm drinking.
It's purple.
It's purple. Yeah, so if you saw previous episodes, I have a yarn box available still. DM me if you want one. It comes with a skein of my Dream Date yarn on a sport weight base. And this beautiful Witches brew tea made by our friend Shannon at Modern Hippie Land.
And it turns purple.
And it turns purple if you put lemon in it.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it's just a beautiful blue.
It's so good. I left mine over there. Otherwise, I'd cheer you. Cheers you.
I know.
All right, well, let's do some questions.
Okay, some Coven questions.
Help the people.
What kind of questions are you feeling?
Whatever you want to ask.
Today.
whatever you can pick randomly, go top down, totally whatever.
Okay. I feel like some of these, like, we have definitely not answered all of them.
Okay.
But there are some, like, different ways. Okay, we're going to see what this is.
I'm trying not to read. I, like, instinctually read them off the paper.
Ma'am. Excuse me.
I'll be over here till you're ready.
Okay, great. This is from our friend, Miss Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Hey, Alice. Alice says, I know you are both experienced and talented knitters. How often do you choose a project that is challenging to you? What inspires you to knit something that is outside of your realm of knowledge? What difficult project opened up new knitting pathways?
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
So I actually think I love learning stuff by just diving in and doing it. And I love a good challenge to the point where that's actually my whole design phase. You will learn something new every time you knit one of my patterns, and it's meant to like guide you and help you along and like improve it to my design. So I think almost everything that I've wanted to try out, I have so far. Like whether it's some sort of color work thing or brioche or a lace technique or anything like that. The one thing I haven't done before though, that doesn't necessarily scare me because I know they've got it figured out, but I just haven't done it yet, is steeking. So I want to do a whole big color work project in the round and then steek it. And make a cardigan or something. So
I think that's a great idea.
And I think why just do it little when you can just go whole hog, do the whole project, right? So I think steeking's on my list, but yes, I definitely love the idea of like you're challenging yourself, you're learning something new through the new project.
Yes. I would also like to steek something. I haven't done a steeked project before. I have helped so many people with steeking projects. But I haven't knit one myself, and what I like about steeking that's cool is it's not really hard. It's just a different new thing, and cutting your project is so what's cool about steeking though is like it's a new technique to make something easier. Because purling color work is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no thank you.
No, especially when you get into 3 colors.
In the round
I have done it. I have done a cardigan with 4 colors, color work, that was not
knit flat.
Steeked. It was knitted flat, so there was purl rows in there. I did not enjoy that. So yeah, steeking I think is great.
I also like there's so many sock techniques, so many ways to do a heel or a toe or like whatever. So that's kind of fun too to try, like to learn a new technique through a new sock pattern.
I am not an adventurous sock knitter. I like a vanilla sock.
Do you want to challenge yourself with toe up?
No, I like doing it, Justine.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'll do all the toe up 2 at a time.
What I do find really fun, that is really challenging, is crazy lace work.
Yes.
And I haven't done a lace work project for a while, which is really sad because I need to be in like the right frame of mind. I need to be in like super hermit mode.
And you need to have like space to be not distracted and like pay attention to what you're doing.
It's like be in my craft room alone with some really like soft music.
Right. I love it.
That's how I'm gonna do it. So that was a great question, Alice.
Definitely recommend trying something new, challenging yourself, new technique. And the great thing is you really only have to do like one at a time, depending on the project, right? Like if you've never done, pick an easy cable project.
Cables aren't that hard.
Do one.
You just gotta do it.
It's amazing how scary something can seem until you do it. Like I don't think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think at this point I'm not intimidated by anything anymore. Like I just go for it.
Yeah.
And realize afterwards, like almost every technique in knitting you can figure out.
Yeah,
like,
you can figure it out. You just have to
have some
work
patience.
on it.
and a friend to help you.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
I know. I always thought cabling was really scary. Yeah, but it's not. It's great. I love it.
Okay.
I'm doing one more?
Yeah, let's do.
Not looking. It's the Coven Question theme song.
Yes.
Not like the Jeopardy one though.
Can you do that, please?
Dun, dun,
No, please
dun.
don't ever do that. Thank you.
That was the first and last time. All right, Heather, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You got a good one for me? Why don't I pick one and ask you one?
Because you don't know.
I don't know. I know you're in charge of the Coven question.
I shouldn't be. I know we did get something that I took a screenshot of on the YouTube.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It was kind of a question. But we just need to answer it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Can we get a rip back tutorial? I'm always terrified to rip projects back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, I love ripping back. I mean, I don't love it, but like once you master it, you can. I think there's just something satisfying about getting it corrected, whatever the mistake was, or if you need to fix something, and knowing that it's gonna work out and it's gonna be even better.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could definitely do that. We could do a fix-it mini-sode. It wouldn't be a full tutorial because Heather and I are afraid of the tutorials.
Tutorial one. It's
but
really good if you haven't watched it. You need to learn.
But we could definitely demo, or at least like, I mean, I know I have some things that not just ripping back like to fix it, but to rip out and completely. So maybe we could just like rip it together and like have a little beverage to help us get through it.
Wow, that sounds like a great way to do that.
Yeah, super clear-minded. But there are some good things to know. So I think first of all, I would say one thing that's really helpful is to master the art of tinking. And tink is the word knit backwards, and it means unknitting.
It means knit backwards.
Knit backwards. So you're just stitch by stitch.
Clever knitters.
It's good if you don't have a huge section that you need to rip back. You just need like a few stitches, and so you're just going. I mean, we'll demo, but yeah, you're just doing it one stitch at a time.
You cannot rip back any other way.
Yes.
I mean, you can,
that's
but
true.
that is
you have
nuts.
to tink.
You have to tink. I've tinked.
Yeah.
Lace projects. I have tinked like rows and rows and rows.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but
it is a lot of work. But that's one good thing.
Great tip. Lifelines.
Yes. That's what I was going to say next.
So, great question. We have a lot to teach you all.
I know. So it sounds like this is turning into its own episode. So yeah, we'll go over tinking, lifelines, rip it, which by the way, that's why people call it frogging, if you didn't know, because you're ripping it, rip it. It's the sound a frog makes, if you didn't realize. Also, I don't know if this is a good idea to demo, just because it's a little intense, but I will say I appreciate now that I've mastered the technique of knitting surgery.
Justine does some crazy stuff. I've seen Juliana do the same thing. I don't do that.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, which is why I'm like hesitant to demo it, but I swear by it now, and so yeah, totally up to your own preference, right? That's the joy of knitting, is you get to figure out what works for you and what makes you happy. But if I speaking of cables, if I miscross a cable, I don't panic and I don't rip it out. I just do the surgery down that one section of the cables and work it back up. But it's not for everyone, that's for sure. And then lace surgery, that I would rather rip out lace and start over than doing the lace surgery.
So lace surgery, I'm way more okay with doing that than cable surgery.
So we should just switch when we need that. Okay, so that's actually the answer to the question.
Yes.
Is just find a friend.
Jessica, that's what you do.
Find a friend, swap ripping out
a friend
projects.
That really likes you, or that they owe you. And also
or both.
Some big trouble.
I like it. That's a good question though, because that is it can seem This is something I think you and I have talked about before too, because we've been knitting for so long and people think we're like really perfect at it.
Oh my
We're
God,
not.
no.
We're making mistakes all the time.
Constantly.
It's the learning how to fix it
Yeah.
that becomes just as natural and quick as your actual knitting.
Yes.
So I'm dropping stitches all the time and then I'm picking them up immediately and moving right along.
And that's the thing that people ask me in the shop in general every day.
Yeah.
I need to learn how to get better at fixing my mistakes. And you know what I say to that?
Yes.
You have to keep knitting.
Yeah.
And you need to keep making mistakes. And that's how you're going to learn to fix them. There are, like, I have a class that I teach on fixing dropped stitches. That's, you know, but that's just one mistake you can make. You can make a whole lot
I think there was a ghost in here.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the ghost?
Yeah. What up? And also I wanted to say I'm going to be starting to teach classes again.
Yay!
In July. So
awesome.
Hit me up if you need.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. And we have someone else who it's not going to be announced just quite yet, but there's someone else who will be
a secret teacher.
A secret kind of teacher for us. So if you need knitting classes immediately, I do have someone who can help you.
Awesome.
Contact the store. Hit me up on the Instagram.
It's not me, by the way.
It's not Justine. What did the knitting group call you when you had to watch for me?
The mean teacher.
Justine does not teach classes. Don't even try. Don't even try.
The mean teacher. You know where that came from, I think, originally? If I'm remembering correctly, Cindy, because I actually made her fix her own mistakes so she would learn instead of me fixing it for her, and then I was dubbed the mean teacher.
I gave them one freebie.
I gave them
one freebie
I didn't know
a week.
that was
the rule.
Yeah, no freebies.
They get one freebie a week. Got it. One freebie.
I'm perfectly fine with the mean teacher.
Well,
nickname.
Anyone who wants to take a class from Justine,
get ready to do it yourself. It was also you get what you pay for.
Yeah,
it was free.
It was free. It was a free.
I don't
not
charge.
A class, I guess.
I don't charge for my mean classes, but
no.
No, but when I have taught in the past, it hasn't been mean. I think it was. I mean, again,
no,
like
sure
back to
really
Nan.
Great teacher.
Yeah,
obviously.
but back to Nan being a sassafras, like that whole group, like that was
Super
it was so fun
group.
because it was sassy and making fun of each other, and that's my love language. So, yeah, there you go.
Well, if no one knew that about Justine, now you do.
Now you do.
So, Justine. 5 episodes.
I know.
It feels like we've done 100.
It sure does. What we can call this the 100th episode.
The 100th episode of Yarncantations. Congratulations.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we made it to 100 episodes. So, come back in another couple weeks for episode 101.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube, please go ahead and do it now. And like this video, leave a comment if you have anything to say. You know, we're going to be like, you ladies talk too much, or
if you've made it this far and you think we talk too much,
someone else has a problem.
Yeah, not us.
Yeah, so we will see y'all on the interwebs, and thanks for hanging out and chatting with us.
Thanks, everyone.